This tutorial will give you an overview of the EOB reconciliation process. What is important to absorb in this tutorial is the scope of the process and the general flow of the process. Don't concern yourself with the specific buttons or specific features and functionality. That will all be covered in additional tutorials and/or training. If nothing else, remember, it's all about the process. An EOB, short for Explanation of Benefits, and sometimes referred to as Explanation of Remittance, is a summary of a specific patient's billed procedures and services covered by a specific insurance company, called submitted charges in our system, which summarizes payment or non-payment of specific claims by procedure code. That generally comes along with a check for the covered amounts, unless you have electronic funds transfer, EFT, set up with the specific insurance company. If the insurance company denies payment or if a clerical error was made, the user has the option to appeal the claim and/or submit the claim to a secondary payer. The claim resubmission tutorial has step-by-step instructions. When the practice receives the EOB in the mail, they will use Redpine's line-by-line reconciliation process to apply the information to each outstanding claim. This information is needed to either close a claim, work a claim by marking it partial payment, or submit a claim to secondary or tertiary payers. These steps are necessary to ensure the accuracy of the patient invoice. The process looks like this. Upon receipt of the EOB, you'll go to the bottom of the Business tab and add an EOB. After adding the appropriate payer and practitioner, or payers and practitioners, the EOB screen will open. At the top left corner of the screen, you'll add the control information to the EOB. This is basically information that specifically describes this document: the posting date the check was deposited, check number, and the check amount. You'll then search for the specific patient and the date of service referenced on the EOB, and add them to this EOB reconciliation screen. And reconcile the claim line by line, using the information listed on the EOB that you received. This process allows you to either close claims, select Submitted to Secondary or Tertiary Payers, or place in the partial payment status. Once you have finished reconciling the EOB, you can bill services and close this EOB, which will automatically update patient invoices, or if there are any questions concerning this specific EOB, it can be left open until the issue in question is reflected. You can always come back and reference any EOB in the system by searching for it at the bottom of the Business tab. Whether it's closed or open, just remember, once you close an EOB, it cannot be reopened. The only changes you can make to an EOB is the control information. If you have any partially finished EOBs that you have not yet billed services and closed, the last work list on the Business tab allows you to quickly access them for further reconciliation or closure.